Okay, we just finished task number 8, and that is this shape over here. And when we did this, we created this, we put in a geometry center line using this icon over here. Okay, and it's called geometry center line. When you click on that one, the pop-up says creates a 2-point geometry center line. There's another center line over here, and this center line is basically a construction center line. All right, so let's undo here. Let's just cancel this, and we already saved this before. Let's just go back and go to standard, and then pan that over here. There you go. Okay, so we did that shape, and we use a geometry center line, and we're now going to do our last task, which is task number 9. And people have found this to be the hardest task among the 9 tasks, of course. The last task is always the hardest because it's all made up of arcs. Well, there's a line here in the bottom. But there's also a center line here, and this time, this center line is just a construction center line, okay? Unlike before, it says geometry center line, but here it's just a construction center line. Construction center line is just for drawing and not much use of for anything else. So let's save this old file, and then we can certainly close this. If you don't like to open it again, we can certainly close that here. Let's check our working directory. It looks good, and so we're gonna click new, and this is gonna be your last name again, underscore first name, underscore 4455 dash, what's the name again, 207. So 207, default template, okay. And I see your datum plane, and we're supposed to be using the top datum plane. So the top datum plane is here, and you can now start to sketch. And if you don't select your top datum plane again, like I didn't select it, I unselected it. If I click sketch, this will pop up because you didn't use you didn't select any datum plane. Okay, so whenever you see this, that means you didn't select any datum plane. So make sure that you select a datum plane to draw on, and then before you click sketch, and there you go. So again, the difference is that we're going to use a construction center line, and that's not this one. That's this one, construction center line. Okay, so click that, and we're going to first click or select a construction center line that goes up and down. And before, when we were trying to draw something, we were drawing the basic shape of this one and then adjusting the dimensions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this a little bit differently, but let's first draw a line here that's 16 units long. So we're going to draw a line, and we're going to start from this left to this to the right. Okay, and the reason why I'm clicking this because it's supposed to lie on the front reference plane. So here's the front, so it's supposed to go from here all the way to this one, and it should automatically stop. And it's stopping because you can go further if you want, but it's stopping because it's using the center line as the middle. So when you put a center line, you draw across it, it'll always find a symmetric point, and you can just click on that one, and then middle click to stop. And this line is basically being cut by this center line here. And what we're going to do is we're going to immediately go and set the dimension for this line. Put dimension down here, and we're going to put in, I want that to be 16. There you go, and that's 16. Okay, and what we're going to do is we want this to not change, so we're going to simply select this and then right click, and then we can lock it with the lock is here already. So you don't need to long click. You can just select and then select, right click, and then here's your lock. When you click lock, it'll change into brown. Okay, that means that you can't make this longer or do anything on it. It's already set to 16. Okay, so that's locking a dimension, and we're gonna continue on the next video with the shape. So do that first.